Hello and welcome back to Accumulated Knowledge on PureMTGO.com. I'm Joshua Clater and we're looking at the blue-green mill deck that we're talking about on the article. We've got a second turn erasure, a moment's piece, an expanse. This hand's good, so I'm not going to ship it back. And if one were to guess, I would say that I'm playing against mono black control. Or a blue black deck. Looks like mono black. Okay, let's put a card on top of his, or from there to his graveyard. There's that card. It's a good thing I'm not running creatures, because that thing I think is still not fixed. Okay, let's go ahead and play our land. Let's play a Preordain. Let's put one on top and one on the bottom to make sure that we have our... I should have put them both on top. Because I'm going to cast Tolarian Winds at the end of his turn. And hope that we get a good draw. Ravenous Rats. In response, I'm going to Winds. This will trigger Erasure 5 times. And we're still going to have to discard something, of course. But I wanted to get the maximum value out of our Winds. We'll discard an island. We're fairly good on those right now. We've drawn another moment's piece. What we need to worry about is because, unlike the blue-black deck, where we just kill everything they have and then not worry about Gray Merchant, is we do need to worry about Gray Merchant, so we need to keep our life at a pretty high total. Let's see. There. I don't want to shuffle my library. I want the AK. Let's go ahead and play the other Ponder. Let's play the Preordain so we can finally ship that forest to the bottom. And put that on top. Okay, we are done with that turn. It's a fairly productive turn. See what a Ponder has in store for us. I would normally shuffle this away, but I kinda want the Arcane Denial. The lands are okay. And I know that next turn we're going to draw a land as well. We have put a bunch of swamps into his graveyard, which has worked out well for us. And we're going to go ahead and Moment's Peace, just to save a couple of points of life. And there goes a Corrupt. My thought is, while he only has 2 lands in play, we need to save as much life as possible, because I do not want to get drained out. So I don't have, well, we're going to be taking 1 for a couple of turns, I believe. Preordain. Let's ship this one to the bottom and keep the accumulated knowledge on top. We've got a second erasure now to speed up things. Let's play this Force so that we can Moment's Peace and Brainstorm. That'll do 6 triggers. Before he draws, let's go ahead and Brainstorm. We'll throw the Respite and a Peace there. Alright, and they have conceded. Okay. Let's wait for the sideboard to come up. Or better yet, Moto has crashed on me. So let's go ahead and reload. And again, I'm sorry for the blank screen that we're going through right now, but when Moto crashes, this is what happens. And I also apologize while we're sitting here for the amount of fan noise that my main fan seems to be making. It's clean, but I can't get it to quiet down. Uh-oh. I was disconnected. Now let's get to the sideboard. We do want Curse. We do want Reclaim. We do need to keep our Arcane Denials in. We do need to keep our Muddles in. We can cut our Respites, because we can. Actually, let's cut the Fog and leave a Respite in. And that's how we'll go with this. We're looking for an exciting game 2. If I'm not having issues. This hand's not extremely exciting, but we're gonna keep it because I believe he's a little slower to develop. And we get our island, we get our forest, we get to cast Preordain next turn. Put that on top and the forest on the bottom, and hope that he doesn't have a duress for us. When you're playing against Mono Black Control, remember to preordain correctly. I feel like drawing a forest again, so I will. Had he had to duress that turn, then that preordain was not stacked correctly at all. Because we want to be able to protect the cards we enjoy casting, not let them get discarded, you know? It'd be really nice to see some card draw after the initial preordain. A brainstorm would be neat. We just need something to speed up the clock because he's attacking for 2 and I'm attacking for 1, and his life total is 60, whereas mine is 20. Gray Merchant, we're gonna deny you. We got a Winds, which I'm okay with. It could be a good end of turn play. Except I really don't want to get rid of that Arcane Denial, but I want to mill him a ton. And now Winds is not great because we're down to our last 2 Arcane Denials. We need Muddle the Mixtures to deal with Corrupts. So I'm definitely not getting rid of these with Tolarian Winds anytime soon, you know? We've got him to 32. That is that is good. We'll go ahead and flash back a moment's piece. An accumulated knowledge, that's an okay start. See what pops up in our AK. A ponder. Do not want to shuffle. Do wish to use the ability. We'll play a second erasure. We're going to take the 2 this turn. We'll go ahead and draw Tolarian Winds again next turn. Is there anything that I want to reclaim? I could reclaim Ponder. Never mind. I'm just going to cast Arcane Denial. So we will get a fresh draw instead of the winds. And honestly, as long as they're drawing 2 cards off Arcane Denial, I don't really care. It's actually helping us. This is getting shuffled. Spectre's okay. I'm not too beat up about it. We'll discard a Winds. We're going to reclaim an Arcane Denial. And cast Tolarian Winds, so we'll draw that Arcane Denial. We're gonna need some help because we've went through. He's got 6 cards in hand. We've went through 1. Looks like 1 corrupt. We went through all 4 merchants and 2 of the Ranceters. So we're not exactly in a very good spot right now. Accumulated knowledge will help. As will muddle the mixture and brainstorm. You know what, let's go ahead and use this ability and brainstorm while we're at it. Let's put the preordain and the erasure there. We've put a ton of triggers on the stack. I actually believe we've got lethal. Well, as lethal as I can be with a mill deck. And if we don't, we're really close. If he wants to draw us 2 cards, that's fine. If he doesn't, that's fine too. The preordain that I draw, we'll put him at 0 cards and the erasure that I draw, we'll put him at 0 cards. We've got a muddle just in case he's holding. Alright, he was not. So that was Turbo Fog versus Mono Black. Outside of the way that I stacked preordains and ponders and brainstorms, which I knew I was a little loose on, if you've got any advice for me in the comment section, feel free to let me know. Thank you for checking out this episode of Accumulated Knowledge on PureMTGO.com. I'm Joshua Clater, and I'm signing off.